Good evening, everybody. We have rumours, we have medicals, we have movements, loans, we have transfers, we have everything we need for a great show. Welcome to Social Soccer. My name's Sammy Thomas. You're locked into the Daily Transfer Show. This is your place where we cover every single European transfer across the board. If you're new, welcome. Great to have you here. If you're part of the community, welcome back. We've got a great show in store for you today. Before we jump in, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well to stay up to date with everything football. The transfer window is nearing the end. However, there's a lot to report on today. Things have really started to move. We have transfers across England, Spain, Germany, France, Denmark. We've got it all here. Let's jump in and let's take a look. So before we jump into the completed transfers, we're going to have a look at the major movements from the day. And before we get into that, a couple of bits to bring you. Surprise, surprise, out of Chelsea. Right now, we understand Armando Broja is having a medical at Ipswich to complete a permanent move to Portman Road. So if that medical is happening right now, that could be announced tonight. If not, worst case, for Ipswich fans, it will be tomorrow morning. So watch out for that one. And secondly, Pedro Neto. Now, you might be thinking, hang on a minute, he's already moved to Chelsea. That's right, he came on as a substitute against Manchester City at the weekend. If you're observant, you'll notice he wore the number 19 shirt. Well, today it's been announced he's been handed the number 7 shirt. That number 7 shirt belongs to Raheem Sterling. He was left out of the matchday squad completely. So, after that, a lot of speculation came out of his camp. Came from everywhere, really. Of course, if you're left out of the matchday squad, that's going to happen. He was seeking reassurances that he's part of the plans. Well, he's had his squad number taken off him. So guess what? It looks like Raheem Sterling is almost 100% guaranteed to leave Chelsea. So we'll bring you more on that, of course, as we get it. But right now, let's jump into the major movements of the day. Let's jump in and take a look. So the first place we're going to start is young Belgian midfielder Arthur Vermeeren. Vermeeren, he made his professional debut in 2022 for Royal Antwerp in the Conference League. He then went on to join Atletico Madrid in January of this year for £18 million. However, following the move, he's only amounted to 5 appearances and only 2 of them being starts in the Liga. It has been widely reported today that Leipzig, Leverkusen and Marseille have all shown an interest in the Belgian and taking him on loan for the season. Simeone seems keen to get him game time under his belt for his development, and he won't be short of options either, so it's a case of watch this space on this one. Vermeeren, he can operate on the left, but his best attributes are in the number 6 role, where he impressed in the Jupiler League. Of the 3 linked clubs, one has glaring holes in central midfield, and that is RB Leipzig. They've recently suffered injuries to Schläger and their new signing, Wadrego. Look, wherever he goes, he's going to be a great addition. He's got great work rate, vision, and his passing accuracy, coupled with his ability to just take the ball on the half turn, means he's going to improve so many teams. He was an unused sub in Madrid's opener, actually, on Monday. So Atletico Madrid's opener was a 2-2 draw away at Villarreal on Monday night. And don't forget, in the Liga, you can now use 5 subs. Simeone did use 5 subs, but Vermeeren was not one of them. So look out for this one. Really anticipating that a loan deal will be completed by the end of the week for Arthur Vermeeren. Next, out of nowhere really, various reports have broken across the day linking Kyogo Furuhashi to a move to Manchester City. Look, with Jack Grealish's future uncertain and, of course, the departure of Alvarez, City could be looking to add the Japanese forward to their ranks. If you don't know him, he's been prolific since joining Celtic from Vissel Kobe in 2021. He can play anywhere across the front line and, more importantly, as a false 9, which, of course, is what Alvarez did so well for City. City, they haven't actually bought anyone in this area yet. They've only added Savinho. He plays on the wing, so there is definitely a fit there. It's understood the desire to also play in the Premier League from the forward is great because he's 29 now. So he scored 16 goals in 21 games back in 2021, which is what got him his move to Celtic. But since then, in the last 2 seasons, he's netted 53 times for Celtic in all competitions with 18 assists. Pacey, skillful, extremely technical. Keep a close eye on this one. This one could get legs very quickly. And finally, we're going to turn our attention to Samuel Ayling Jr., who has only actually just joined Aston Villa from Juventus. Ayling Jr., he's 20. He joined Villa as part of the Douglas Luiz deal. He actually started his career at Chelsea before moving to Italy. It hasn't quite worked out either. However, this lad, he's an exceptional talent, and Villa have today made him available for a season-long loan. So he plays predominantly off the left-hand side. He's got pace, he's got power, he's direct. His next move is going to be hugely important for him and his development. He's been capped from 15s to 21s for England multiple times. And last season, he actually made 27 appearances for Juventus in all competitions. So it's reported now clubs from Italy, Germany and France have all been put on high alert. So many could benefit from him. But after last season and the appearances he got under his belt, you'd feel Villa would want assurances that he's going to play and get the minutes required for his development. You see it so many times. Players go out on loan and then they never really break into the team and spend the whole season sat on the bench. Villa will not want that. Now, there haven't been any firm links or bids as of yet, but this is, of course, a significant development. It's only broke in the last couple of hours, but looking at what I know, and just by overseeing all of the transfers that have happened across Europe, that's what you get when you do this show. Just looking at it, 3 clubs stand out to me as needing wide men who are direct, who will commit fullbacks and take people on. One being Bologna, they're of course in the Champions League this season. Another would be Sevilla, Unai Emery's former club. And a bit of a left field one, but what about Norwich? They look likely to lose Jonathan Rowe to Marseille. If you watched yesterday's show, you would know that, of course. What a great show that was. But yeah, keep a close eye. Keep a close eye. It's always good looking at the movements and looking what happens throughout the day. Those 3, keep a close eye on them. Now, 2 of them, very young talents, to be made available for loan. Straight away, clubs are going to be on high alert and looking to get that signature over the line. So I'm sure you'll see both of those guys in the completed transfer section. Keeping with the movements piece, yesterday we spoke about Eddie Nketiah. It looks like Forest are getting very close to meeting Arsenal's valuation. We also spoke about İlkay Gundogan as well. It looks now that he is set to join back up with Pep Guardiola back at his former club Manchester City from Barcelona. So we'll keep a close eye on that as it develops as well. Speaking of development, there have been a lot of transfers that have happened today. Over 20 have pretty much been confirmed. So what we're going to do is jump in and take a look at them. Let's have a look what's gone down. First off is a transfer we actually touched on yesterday during the show as it happened, as we were live. Late last night, Portsmouth completed the signing of Abdoulaye Kamara from Borussia Dortmund's youth setup. Then Omar Richards, he's left Nottingham Forest. He struggled to break into the team. He's joined Rio Ave on a season-long loan. Marcus Acuna, he has gone back to Argentina to River Plate, leaving Sevilla. Reece Williams, he spent last season on loan at Aberdeen. The season before that, he was at Blackpool. This time round, it'll be Morecambe for the Liverpool centre-half. Next, we've got Magnus Warming, 24 years of age. He was at Torino. He was tipped for big things. He is on the move to Lyngby. Then we have PSG youngster Gabriel Moscardo. He has gone on a season-long loan to Reims. It's a great move for him, guaranteed games. Don't forget, PSG spent £20 million on him last season to bring him in from Corinthians. He's only 18, big future ahead of him as well. And Reims actually sold Amir Richardson to Fiorentina earlier in the window for £9 million after he impressed for France in the Olympics. So a very good and ready-made replacement. We spoke about newly promoted SV Elversberg yesterday. They have bought once again. This time it's Bulgarian Lukas Petkov. Sekou Mara, he has left Southampton to join Strasbourg for £12 million. He only joined the Saints in 2022 from Bordeaux. He made 50 appearances for them, but now he will line up for Strasbourg, who have bolstered their attack earlier in the window, with Lamara Charles from Monaco and Pereira from Nacional. Don't forget the Strasbourg manager. It is the Englishman and former Hull City manager Liam Rossignol, strengthening his attack there. Very exciting stuff for him. So the Conor Gallagher saga is finally over. What a shame it is to see him actually leave Chelsea. He has joined Atletico Madrid and João Felix has moved in the opposite direction. This is rumoured and reported to be 2 separate deals, but look, who knows the inner workings on that one. Next, Daniele Rugani. Believe it or not, he's now 30 years old. Only 18 appearances for Juventus in all competitions last season. He's joined Ajax on loan. At his age, that is a really good move for him. Chelsea youngster Bashir Humphreys. He's been capped from 15s to 21 level for England. 26 appearances for Swansea last season. He was at Paderborn the season before. Now 21, he's joined Scott Parker's Burnley on loan. It is believed that there is an obligation to buy at the end of the season as well, so hopefully he's going to find a home at Turf Moor, and this will be his breakthrough season with Burnley there. We focused a few days back now on what was a great transfer show on the Portuguese midfielder Matias Fernandes. We told you that he was close to Southampton. He is now a Southampton player for £15 million. Now to Napoli. They lost the first game of their season 3-0 to Verona. Osimhen was excluded from the matchday squad. 3 players have been signed this season: Rafa Marin from Madrid, Spinazzola from Roma, and Bongiorno from Torino, but they have now spent big. David Neres, the Brazilian winger, has joined them from Benfica. Manchester United, they have sold Uruguay winger Facundo Pellistri to Panathinaikos. Wolves right back Kia Jana Hoover, he's had quite a few loans, and he's just signed another, this time with Auxerre in France. So many transfers there. Really interesting moves as well across the board. Just as we're talking, actually, Brighton have loaned out young wide man Adalacima to Stade Brest in France. He joins Bournemouth wide man Romain Fevre on the loan list there. Also as well, Villarreal, they seem to have loaned out young right back Altamira to Leganes. So the transfers are coming in thick and fast. But what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at the rumours, because the rumour mill has been turning in full effect today as well. This is, going to really filter through into some big confirmed deals before the weekend, I'm sure. So let's jump in and look at today's rumours. They've been all over the place. They've been far and wide. What we like to do is get it all into one centralised place, kind of pull out all the crap for you as well, so you're just left with good sources and good potential deals that you can take away from this show and watch materialise. Sofian Amrabat's future is still up in the air. He returned to Fiorentina from his loan at Manchester United. They haven't exercised their right to buy him. They seem to be caught up on the Ugarte deal. Now it has been reported that Napoli are going to make a move for the Moroccan midfielder. Leverkusen centre-back Edmund Tatsoba has now been linked to Newcastle. They have reportedly failed in about 4 bids for Crystal Palace's Mark Guehi. Sander Berge, he has not featured for Burnley this season. He's been linked heavily with a move back to the Premier League. This time it seems Fulham are now front runners for his signature. A crazy twist of events, this one really. Fulham, they originally wanted Scott McTominay. Manchester United reportedly rejected 2 bids. Manchester United were rumoured to be close on Sander Berge, but this stalled because of the Ugarte transfer. It seems now Fulham have walked away from McTominay and gone directly after the United target and agreed terms. It's understood a medical is also booked for this evening. Hoffenheim centre-back Attila Zalai is rumoured to be wanted by Sevilla. This could be dependent on the future of Loic Balde. We spoke about him at the start of the week. Sevilla has also apparently approached Brighton about the possibility of taking Argentinian Valentin Barco on loan. Remember, they've just lost long-term left-back Acuna back to Argentina, so that could be a great replacement. To the Championship, Millwall, they're rumoured to be close to signing Reading's Fahmy Aziz. This could be done right before the weekend. Aziz last season, 8 goals and 9 assists in League One. Staying in the Championship, and rumours are circulating that QPR are attempted to bring in Nicholas Madsen from Westerlo for around $2 million. He's only 24, 6'2", dynamic central midfielder, and he scored 14 times for Westerlo last season. Remember, QPR this season lost Chris Willock as well to Cardiff, so that could be a great replacement for them. And finally, Maxence Lacroix. We've spoke about him before. The French centre-back from Wolfsburg has been linked again to Crystal Palace today. For those of you who are regulars, you will know that we were one of the first to speak about this deal last week in relation to Mark Guehi leaving to Newcastle. That has not happened, but now this deal is gathering momentum once again. And the reason that it's gathering momentum once again is because Joachim Andersen, the other Crystal Palace centre-back, Swedish international, he is rumoured to be very close to signing with Fulham. Apparently terms have been agreed, a fee has been agreed, all that's left is a medical as well. So it looks like Joachim Andersen is going to be joining Marco Silva at Fulham. Crystal Palace will need a replacement centre-back. Maxence Lacroix has already been linked, so it seems the two deals are now happening simultaneously. So watch out for that one as well. Guys, look, if you're new here and you've enjoyed the show, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. This is your place for all things European transfers. We also do a daily results show as well. So if you're subscribed and you're part of the community, you will never miss any news football related and football based. It's been a great show. What a busy day of transfers. I'll be keeping an eye on everything. And of course, we will see you in the morning for the results show. Have a good one, guys.